My name is Bernice Lynn, and my husband Jeff and I planned to move. We lived quite a few places in Alberta and BC, and we lived in Germany when my husband was in the armed forces. So we traveled a lot there, and I made sure that I had souvenirs of every place we went to. So I wasn't sure how I was going to manage going from a house that had been our home for over 25, 30 years to something else that was smaller and not exactly what I was aiming for. So I was investigating things, and I had met Robin a few times at community-wide meetings. So I knew who she was, and I knew that she was thoughtful. They would actually come and have a look at my stuff, help me decide what might be worthwhile keeping and what maybe not, and help me try to cope with all of those kind of things. When they looked at all of my souvenirs from everywhere I'd lived, they didn't laugh. They didn't say, "Oh my gosh," none of that. They understood from my, I guess, response that I loved everything I had. When we were getting closer to a moving time, Robin and her staff came and brought me dots to help me figure out, so I didn't repeatedly go over my china to see which kind of china I wanted to keep. I had a lot. And so they came, and by using their dot system they had, then I never had to keep going back over and over looking at the same things. So that relieved my mind greatly to know that I didn't have to have all of that kind of burden. And especially as we were going through health issues ourselves as well. Moving day was heart-wrenching. We didn't want to move, so it was heart-wrenching. And but her staff could not have been better. They knew already far ahead how we were feeling. We had already cleaned out shelves and cupboards, got rid of a lot of stuff downstairs and packed before they came to move things. Everything they could do, they did and made it really a good move, and where we were able to adjust to being in a smaller place without feeling that our life was going to change totally. We felt it was a good move actually for us, because we've gone through this process and we're probably the worst that she'll ever encounter, I would think. But as far as collecting and not wanting to get rid of, not ready to get rid of things, and going to such a small space. So I just can't say enough about how they managed and respected, we felt respected for our stuff and for making the move.
Bernice is amazing.
Well, it's the truth, and she's not paying me. She's not bribing me. It's just the truth.
So,
Thank you so much.